Good morning, dear students. Welcome to your English class. Today we are going to see chapter 6, William Finds a Party. The chapter is written by Richmond Crompton. She was trained as a school mistress but later became a popular English writer, best known for her Jess Williams series of books. The Jess Williams series is a collection of 39 books which describe the adventures of the mischievous schoolboy William Brown. The chapter is an extract of this series of books. So, we shall move into the chapter. So, at first, we are going to say the warm up section. Making a list of things to do would help you to be well organized and efficient. Imagine that there is a party at your house. Make a list of the names of the people you would invite, the arrangements that have to be made. Talk to your partner about what could happen if you plan an event without making a list. So, what it is saying that if you are planning for a party at your house, you need to make necessary arrangements for that, right? That means at first you need to make the list of the people you have planned to invite. You need to make a list of that. You need to make the list of the people you have planned to invite. And secondly, you need to make arrangements for the party to make it colorful, right? If you haven't make a plan for that, everything will become a mess. Now think you haven't made a plan for an event that you have arranged. You need to imagine that you haven't made a plan for an event that you have arranged. Discuss with your partner about that. You need to discuss it with your partner. Here the chapter starts. William Brown is a main character in a series of children's books. William is an 11-year-old boy who, along with his friends Ginger, Henry, and Douglas, who call themselves the Outlaws, often causes trouble for other people. Let's go see how Archie is, William said. As the outlaws neared Archie's cottage, they heard the sound of crockery and Archie's unmusical singing. They opened the kitchen door. The scene was chaotic as always, but instead of palettes and paintbrushes, bottles, glasses, and jars filled the kitchen. There were plates on the floor, the chairs, and in the sink. What are you doing, Archie? William asked curiously. I'm getting ready for my party, said Archie. Don't get in my way, children. It's jolly good, said Douglas, inspecting the food. So, William Brown is an 11-year-old boy. He is the main character of this series of children's books. Ginger, Henry, and Douglas are the friends of William Brown. They call themselves as outlaws because they often cause trouble for other people. So they call themselves as outlaws. Now, we have seen, I have read that dialogue. It says, William planned to visit Archie's house with his friends. When they reached in his cottage, they heard the unmusical singing of Archie. But when they entered the house, one thing surprised them. What was that? They are friends, so they wished to visit their friend's house, right? So, but when they entered the house, when they entered Archie's house, one thing surprised them. Instead of palettes and paint brushes, bottles, glasses, and jars were filled the kitchen floor everywhere. They have noticed plates are spread on the floor and the chairs in the sink. The friends became very curious about the happenings in Archie's cottage. Then they came to know that something is going to happen in Archie's house. Right. So William asked Archie. The friends were very curious about the happenings. They want to know the happenings. What was going to happen in Archie's house. So William asked Archie that what was he doing, and Archie replied that he was getting ready for a party that he has planned to conduct in his house. Archie pleaded them to get away from there without making any disturbance to him, as he was in a hurry. He was in a hurry. He was doing a lot of things at that moment, so he don't want to be disturbed by anybody. So Archie asked them or pleaded them to get away from his house without making any disturbance to him. Then Douglas expressed his happiness while inspecting the food Archie has arranged for the party. Then they have seen the food Archie has arranged for the party. Now page number 16. "Don't eat any of it," said Archie. "All of it is for my guests." The outlaws rushed into the larder, all except Henry, who went to the studio. "Don't go in there," Archie warned. Archie was upset. He had recently held an exhibition of his paintings, and all of them had been returned unsold. Archie was disappointed. He was trying to forget about it through the party. Henry joined the others. Here, Archie was very much frustrated when he saw his friends making disturbance to him while he was in a hurry for making party arrangements. Right, he was in a hurry for making party arrangements. So he was very much frustrated by the visit of his friends. The outlaws rushed into the room where the food was stored. But Henry tried to enter the studio. The rest of his friends went to went into the room where the food was stored, but only Henry tried to enter the studio. Then Archie warned him not to enter the studio because he was that much upset. Archie was that much upset. What was the cause of his worry? He was upset because his paintings that put in the exhibition had been returned unsold. That was the cause of his worry. He was in a worry. He was that much worried because his paintings that put in the exhibition had been returned unsold. So he arranged the party to forget the loss and to get rid of the unhappiness caused by that. Archie shouted at his friends to go away without making any nuisance to him, because he hasn't any time to spend with his friends at that moment. He need to do a lot of work before the beginning of the party. He need to make a lot of arrangements for the party. He need to make food for the party. So he asked his friends to get away from the place for the moment. "Go away, children," said Archie. "I have told you I am busy. I have no time for you today. With all that food for your party, you won't need this jam tart. Will you, Archie?" asked Douglas. "No, take it," There's half a bottle of raspberry jam. Take it. Do you want these buns? No, take them and go away. Archie groaned as the jar slipped from his hand and fell to the floor. I can concentrate with you here. This jelly? Yes, take it. Do you want the sandwich cake with cream in the middle and sugar on the top, Archie? No, take as much food as you like, but go away. Thanks, Archie, said William. Can you lend us a basket? Yes, if you can find one. Ginger found a basket inside the oven, together with a mousetrap and a fire extinguisher, and the outlaws loaded it with the contents of Archie's ladder. We'll go now, Archie, said William at last. Oh, thank you, said Archie gratefully. William looked around the kitchen in wonder. Gosh, you must have invited hundreds of people to your party. Actually, I have invited 16 people. I always prepare for a large number in case of emergencies. You posted the invitations, William. Don't you remember? I said. Don't answer unless you can come. If I don't hear from you, I shall expect you. I haven't heard from anyone, which means everyone is coming. Here, Archie was very much disturbed by the entry of his friends in the wrong time. They came in the wrong time because Archie was in a hurry for making party arrangements. They disturbed him. They began to disturb him by asking jam tart, raspberry jam, buns, jelly, sandwich cake, etc. etc. So at last, they asked a basket to carry all the food items. Archie gave the basket and said thanks to them for leaving the house. Before going, William looked around the kitchen in surprise and said, You might have invited hundreds of people to your party, isn't it, Archie? Then Archie answered that he had invited only 16 people. Then he made William remember that William had posted the invitation for the people and asked him whether he is coming for the party. Archie said he hasn't got any information from the invitees and he was expecting all of them for the party. Hearing that, a blank look had come over William's face. He picked up the basket and went out. Gosh, I think I never posted those invitations. I remember him giving them to me. I was wearing my raincoat that day. They went to William's house. William found 16 unposted letters in the pocket of his raincoat. William was horrified. I never posted them. Archie is getting ready for a party that no one is going to attend. We have got to do something. So hearing the hearing Archie's words, a kind of blankness affected William because he remembered the invitation letters given by Archie one day. But he never posted the invitations. Thinking that, he became horrified. When he went back to his house, he found the unposted invitations from the pocket of his raincoat given by Archie. Archie was making all the arrangements for the party, but no one is going to attend the party because they haven't received any invitation from him. Then William said to his friends that they need to do something in this situation. They need to make some arrangements or they need to do something in this crucial situations because as we know, Archie was making arrangements for the party. He was making food for the party, but no guest is going to come for the party because William hasn't posted the letters given by Archie. He hasn't posted the invitation letters given by Archie. So the friends decided to do something for the moment. They have planned to do something for the moment. So we shall stop up to that much for today. In page number 59, we have gone through some words, and all the meanings of those words are in the page itself. So you need to go through those meanings. These are the words: chaotic, pallets, and jolly good. And in page number 60, you have seen some words: ladder, LARDER, ladder, studio, jam tart, raspberry, ground, fire extinguisher, gauche. So you need to go through those words. You need to understand. You need to go through those words. You need to understand those the meaning of those words. Before ending the chapter for today, write down the activities regarding the lesson. You need to make your own sentences using the following words. Number 1, groan. The word is groan. 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 The next word is chaotic. 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 So make your own sentences. Then you need to write down the summary of the part we have seen. You need to write the summary. These are the 2 activities you need to do. Read the chapter many times. See you in the next class. Thank you.